Ongoing cross-border shelling has been intensifying between Israel and Hezbollah. Speaking from his bunker in Beirut, Hezbollah leader Hassan Nasrallah stepped up the rhetoric by vowing to hit new targets in Israel amid what he claims has been a spike in the number of non-combatants killed in Lebanon in recent days. Nasrallah warned that Hezbollah will hit Israeli targets not yet targeted and warned that if Israeli tanks crossed the border, they would all be destroyed. Defense Minister Gallant responded with a message of his own saying, Israel can begin its offensive in Lebanon in an instant. Gallant explained, our main effort is now facing south, but a change in direction to the north will be quick, surprising, and very sharp. The hostage for ceasefire agreement appears to be hanging in the balance, with pressure building on Prime Minister Netanyahu to reach an agreement before his trip to Washington next week. Mossad chief David Barnea reportedly told a security cabinet meeting that young female hostages held by Hamas don't have time to wait for a new hostage deal framework. It was not clear why Barnea focused specifically on the women. An Israeli delegation has arrived in Egypt to continue ceasefire talks as Israel and Hamas consider the latest proposals. International mediators continue to push Israel and Hamas toward a phased deal that would halt the fighting and free about 120 hostages, living and dead, held by the terror group in Gaza. The families of hostages have been staging nationwide protests to demand that the Prime Minister give his negotiating team the leeway to complete the mediated agreement before his trip to address Congress. The U.S. is pushing for the UN Security Council to pressure Hamas to accept the framework agreement based on the Israeli proposal submitted in May and outlined by President Biden and endorsed by a UN Security Council resolution. The meeting was briefly interrupted when an Israeli protester stood with a sign yelling for the release of Israeli hostages held by Hamas. The protester was Yafa Ben David, Secretary General of the Israel Teachers Union. She was holding a photo of hostage Ohad Yahalomi. She was escorted out of the hall.
Experience the power of truth with ILTV News. If you're looking for quality content and captivating visuals, join our news community and become an integral part of our team as we embark on a mission to unveil the real Israel, dismantling the web of lies and misinformation that surround reporting on Israel. By subscribing to ILTV News, you will not only have access to the latest updates, but you will also amplify our message, creating a ripple effect that carries the truth far and wide. Subscribe today and help reshape the narrative. Available on the web, Android, and Apple.